I grew up in a house where magic wasn't allowed, so everybody in here is like magical to me. Like every time I saw a movie or Disney movies or heard your voices or saw you, I was like, oh, magic is from people. Like we're the ones who kind of, in a weird way, tell a story or a lie to children so they do stuff that we never thought was possible. In a weird way, tell a story or a lie to children so they do stuff that we never thought was possible.
God. Can you just tell me how bad it is?
He burnt his taste buds off.
Oh. I'm a transformer.
Well, you're a Yeah, sure. Close enough. You look really good in that dress, by the way.
Thanks. It kind of breezes on my vagina.
Yeah.
In a weird way, tell a story or a lie to children so they do stuff that we never thought was possible. In a weird way, tell a story or a lie to children so they do stuff that we never thought was possible.
We should all be very proud of the work Hollywood honors here tonight. Signal, so the extra space, can be used for additional video, audio, and text signals. And that is what we are seeing when I'm showing you all of the hidden things going on. So all that extra space is being used for more advanced magic. What is this magic? I believe that the extra words that we're hearing, they could be spells. And then the hand signals, I also believe can be spells being cast because magicians do use hand signals in their magic. We saw in my previous videos that they used the triangle shape, so they would have the blood of the victim, the young boy, the young child, and they would place it in a triangle. So they would draw out some form of triangle. Doing that, it retained the demonic spirit. So there's something that spirits have to do with geometry. That's probably another secret. Shapes and geometry, they probably produce a frequency. To explore this further, as disgusting as it is, Marina Abramovic is pictured here doing a spirit cooking ritual. Marina Abramovic is pictured here doing a spirit cooking ritual. And we see that she has drawn on the walls with blood. We see a pentagram, inverted pentagram, a square, a triangle, circle, upside down square, Star of David, and 2 small circles that looks like next to each other with a 3, 5, 9, and 11. I know that numbers are used in magic rituals as well. If any of you are feeling strange feeling, go ahead and pause and pray right now for protection. I prayed before I made the video, but I'm just showing you what I'm understanding through all my years of research, what they're doing. Magic is merely the manipulation of matter. Magic is science. So this is hidden, and that's okay. But we saw the shapes that she drew. She drew a triangle, upright triangle, a downward pointing triangle. She drew a square. She drew a she drew a pentagram. So the dodecahedron is this shape right here, is in the middle of the pentagram, upright pentagram, also the inverted pentagram. So you can see that it's right there and also right there. This is inverted pentagram. This is the pentagram. In case you didn't know, see, air, earth, fire, spirit. Theory and practice of black magic. I'll put the link on the video. First, the invisible universe has an invisible counterpart, as above, so below. The higher planes, of which are peopled by good and beautiful spirits, the lower planes, dark and foreboding, are the habitation of evil spirits and demons. Demons are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, who were the combination of the angels who fell and human women. And so when they died, according to the book of Enoch, their spirits remained here on the earth under the leadership of the fallen angel and his 10 princes. Second, by means of the secret process of ceremonial magic, it is possible to contact these invisible creatures and gain their help. And then it's possible to make contracts with spirits where the magician becomes for a stipulated time the master of an elemental being. True black magic is performed with the aid of a demon spirit who serves the sorcerer for the length of his earthly life. Revelation, it tells us that they are because of their sorceries. So I do believe that we are at the point where true black magic is being practiced widespread. Black magic is not an art, it's a misuse of the art. Therefore, it has no symbols of its own. It merely takes the emblematic figures of white magic and inverting them and reversing them signifies that it's left-handed. The pentagram is used extensively in black magic, but when so used, its form always differs in one of 3 ways. The star may be broken at one point by not permitting the converging lines to touch. Here is streets of Washington, D.C. So one of the lines is not touching here. The star may be broken at one point by not permitting the converging lines to touch. So you can see here that here's the Washington Monument right there. That's the Washington Monument right there. See that straight line? Washington Monument. So there's Comet Ping Pong. It's on that line right there. I would wager to say when they're making the goat head sign language with their thumbs sticking out, that it's actually signifying this. So we do see a lot of the hand signals, the hand signs of that triangle shape being made. And I wonder if there are some form of spells being cast that way. If we have accepted Jesus, and if we have the protection of Jesus and the blood sacrifice, then there's nothing to fear. And I believe this is why so many of us can see these things when others are blind to it.
A lot of witches do wear the thing called the Star of David. David was long dead before that star was ever drawn. His son drew it. And it's called the hexagram, and the word to curse or to hex comes from the hexagram. And when witches practice magic, they draw a 5-pointed star to stand in, and they call demons up in the evil sign, what we call the Star of David.
Unless you know what a smoky is, and a 10-4, and a front door and back door and rocking chair and these type of things, you don't know what you're talking about. Same with witches. When you're in the first and second level, you have to learn over 2,000 words that said by anybody else means something totally different than when you say them. Elton John has said he's never written a song or sung a song that wasn't in which language.
Wink at me or something, yeah. Please, and then he'll do so. Just wink at me or something, yeah. Yeah, this is great. We have another monitor coming in. I could just, you know what? I'll make up this monologue. Already you have your Golden Globes moment. Already, it's already like a GIF.
So I accept this award on behalf of psychopathic billionaires everywhere. I would like to thank, first of all, AMC and the BBC, who were just ideal parents for this whole project. They were loving and supportive, and I can't think of any other parental jokes. Incredible. Incredible, you have to wrap up, come on, wrap up. An incredible cast and crew, and who else am I going to thank? Oh, lastly, most importantly, the amazing Susanna Beer, who I would follow. Yay, unto the jaws of hell. Thank you. Yay, unto the jaws of hell. Thank you.
Good evening. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has an anal tradition. I didn't mean anal. I mean, they have an anus tradition. They have a tradition that they do every year of choosing a second-generation performer to assist in the presentation of the award.
And as she pretends to slip on a couple words, the articles that they released today, they were saying, oh, it was such a mistake because of her accent. No, lawsuit reveals Sofia Vergara's ex feared that we will go to hell. This is information from the lawsuit, and text messages that were sent between the two of them were released. According to the new lawsuit filed against Modern Family actress Sofia Vergara, her ex-boyfriend Nick Loeb sent her text messages objecting to the destruction of unused embryo. These text messages were shown and displayed on the Daily Mail as well. They're discussing the embryos. The 39-year-old businessman and banking heir replied, "Wow," and the pair then discussed what would happen if one embryo was implanted and the other 4 were left frozen. Loeb wrote, "Now what? You can't keep 4 frozen lives forever or kill them. We will go to hell." Vergara texted back, "We are going to hell regardless."